Picture this. It's 2007, Fall Out Boy and Timbaland are all the rage. You can purchase music from movies with the click of a button. That's to say, if I was not 8 years old in 2007, I would have purchased the entire soundtrack of Juno. Shortly after the film won many Academy Awards, my mom and sister invited me to watch the movie on my family's laptop. Keep in mind I was 8, and this movie follows a 16-year-old's journey through pregnancy after a one-night stand. But there's something about it, there always has been, that keeps me coming back again and again. Whether it's on a streaming service or accessed on a sketchy website, it's safe to say I hold Juno close to my heart, and have for the past 13 years. And yes, I mean my metaphorical, emotional heart. The emotional strings that the soundtrack pulls, it's really something. The combination of indie rock and modern classics highlight Juno's character. Come along with me as we walk through 3 of the songs that transform not just the movie, but us as the viewer. It's a coming-of-age tale with a sarcastic twist. Let's set the scene. This song comes on after Juno takes a pregnancy test at a convenience store, receives a positive result, and as she walks home, Tire Swing, the song that we're hearing here by UW-Madison, takes front stage. Just listen to those lyrics.
I don't like you, it just makes me sad whenever I see it, 'cause I like to be gone most of the time, and you like to be home most of the time. If I stay in one place, I lose my mind. I'm a pretty impossible lady to be with. Joey.
This song sets the tone for the movie. Folksy indie rock from UW-Madison permeates throughout the film. But that line, "I'm a pretty impossible lady to be with," reeks of both sarcasm and self-deprecation. While on screen, Juno pretends to hang herself from a piece of licorice in her front yard. We watch Juno present herself as simultaneously earnest and ironic. Tire Swing evokes a childhood park, but also sets the literal scene of where we are, childhood. But soon Juno has to move on to a very new phase of life, one that includes pregnancy. Here we hear Sonic Youth's cover of Superstar. In the film, Juno is at the house of Mark and Vanessa, who plan to adopt her baby. Juno shows Mark her ultrasound, and a song comes on. Here we see Mark and Juno's connection really forging. But the song emphasizes the age difference of the two. One, a middle-aged soon-to-be father, and Juno, a 16-year-old girl. And Mark's song preference. The Sonic Youth's 90s cover of the Carpenters' Superstar highlights this generational difference even more. This song and scene serve as an apex of sorts. It highlights just how young Juno is, and it is where she learns about herself in comparison to Mark. They talk about music and movies. Juno prefers the classics. She's an old soul, which is apt because she is also reckoning with another major soul transformation, giving birth. Perhaps the most emotional scene of the entire film is when Juno gives birth. Here we hear Anyone Else But You by the Moldy Peaches, and you may even recognize UW-Madison's voice from Tire Swing earlier. Simultaneously, Polly, the father of Juno's baby, finishes his track race and literally runs to the hospital to meet Juno. This song symbolizes the rekindling of Juno and Polly's relationship. In the final scene of the film, Juno and Polly themselves sing a cover of Anyone Else But You. Throughout the film, Juno has been through a literal and metaphorical transformation of body and mind. And we have been through it with her. We understand her sarcasm, the irony of the film, and her connection with Polly. In the final scene, Juno says, "I know some people are supposed to fall in love before they reproduce, but normalcy is not really our style."
Pebbles, forgive me, the trees, forgive me, so why can't you forgive me. I don't see what anyone could see in anyone else, but I will.
Here, we finally get some closure on how Juno has transformed. She came to terms with her pregnancy, the adoption of her baby, her relationship with Mark to the sound of currents and classics, combining the past with the current day seamlessly. Music makes a movie, and in Juno's case, these 3 songs highlight the emotional journey we took with Juno. Juno is named after the Greek goddess, known for her strength, but also for her vengefulness. Juno is not without her faults. She is human. And through this transformational journey of music and movie, we learn so much about Juno as she pulls at our heartstrings.